Mr. Murdoch, no comment at all on the hacking scandal.
News International, one of the most powerful media companies in the world, is in freefall. The trigger was revelations they'd hacked into murdered schoolgirl Millie Dowler's mobile phone. It became a scandal that could no longer be ignored. The floodgates were open and few emerged unscathed.
In terms of Andy Coulson, no one has argued that the work...
And the chair of my police authority, of my intention to resign.
My intention to resign as Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police Service.
Rebekah Brooks also resigned, and News International were on their knees. But sorry was never going to be enough. Boss Rupert Murdoch and his deputy and son James before the Commons Culture, Media and Sport Committee, facing more than a few questions. A complicit James, mindful of his global reputation, commenced proceedings with a pledge to weed out criminality.
It is our determination to both put things right, make sure these things don't happen again, and to be the company that I know we have always aspired to be.
His father also contrite.
I would just like to say one sentence. This is the most humble day of my life.
His apparent grovelling, though, would later turn to growling. Questions over the currently buried B-Sky B takeover deal, revealing anger.
They caught us with dirty hands and they built hysteria around it.
A hysteria of sorts would visit the committee room sometime later. One member of the public adding shock to the proceedings. As the cameras cut away, the protester was led away, and the delayed but anticipated appearance of Rebekah Brooks eventually began. MPs returning to the question of police involvement in the phone hacking scandal.
I have never paid a policeman myself. I've never sanctioned or knowingly sanctioned a payment to a police officer.
A response very different to a committee appearance back in 2003.
We have paid the police for information in the past.
The pressure has not let up. Pushed by MPs determined not to get another unsatisfactory reply, the former editor and now unemployed chief executive turned.
There would be not a new criminal inquiry if it hadn't been for the information that News International handed over.
Miss Brooks said that if journalists under her employ were guilty of criminal acts, she would take responsibility. But as an editor, their judgment was good enough for her. Ongoing criminal investigations saw some questions avoided. The one response that all three attendees did give: I did not know about phone hacking. Getting to the bottom of who did, at best, will take many months.